Hi guys, so on Monday, I had said, or Monday's video, 36A, I had said that stripe test isn't until next Thursday. That's not true because I forgot next week is already Thanksgiving. So, stripe test is Monday's video. So, 37A, not 37B. So, today is going to be pre-test. So, instead of doing self-defenses and sparring, we're going to do weapons, forms, and self-defense. Go over all that because that's what you need to know for stripe test. But first, we're going to do, I think, about 40, maybe 30 seconds of push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks because for stripe test next week, we're going to do 45 seconds of each. So this is like a warm-up for stripe test. Okay, ready, set, go. Alright, so now we're going to start with weapons, just because we never start with weapons, and why not? So, go grab your Sensei 6, and we are going to go over everything we did in 36A class. If you haven't watched that, I suggest watching it, but that's up to you. Okay, ready? Start here. And strike. Down, hug, down, up, strike, bounce. Okay, ready? Now we're on this side. This is my outside hand, so this right now is my left hand. Down, hug, down, up, down, up. Now, this hand is my right hand. Down, hug, down, up, boom. Ready? Down, hug, down, up, down, boom. Down, hug, down, up, down, boom. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Now try to make it a little less choppy. We're still focusing on where we're hitting, because with the super work I'm focusing on the target, but we're swinging through a little faster. So I'm going to be effective before we do a drill focusing on the target. What I want you to do first is start slow, boom, 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 and when you feel ready, start to speed it up. You don't need to necessarily go as fast as you can, but try to flow through instead of going boom, 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 boom. You want to go boom, 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 instead of boom, freeze, boom, freeze. If that makes sense. You don't want to try to freeze in between every move. If you can do that. If you're still completely lost, don't even worry about it. Just practice. Boom, hug, boom, up, boom, up. Okay. I'll give you like 2 minutes. Ready, set, go. Alright guys, nice job. Now we're going to practice hitting something. Okay. This is the top of a Wave Master that I took off because I have one. My bases. But I'm assuming you don't. If you do, that's awesome. But if you don't, that's okay too. Grab, honestly, anything you can use. A pillow, I don't know, something. I'll show you another example of something I have I could use. This is an empty cardboard tube from packaging, like from boxes, packages we got. You can use a cardboard box, pretty much anything. Just had to get that back. Okay, so we're going to hold that thing in front of us. So we're going to strike down, up, down, over, strike. We're focusing on where we're hitting, not so much the power. So like if you have something that can fall over like I do, I don't want you to go every single time. I want you to focus on more placing the strike rather than adding the power, if that makes sense. You're here, you're going to tap, pull it back, tap, pull it up, tap, pull it up, tap, back, tap, up, tap, up, tap, back, tap, up, 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 up. If you have something that can fall over, every time you've done it twice, so every time you get back to whatever hand you started with, the last move you can hit it over if you want, as long as you're not, I'm going to show you, I don't want you to do, I'm going to give you guys time to practice on your own, but what I don't want you to do is this. Let me get to that last move so I can show you. So I've gone through, I'm ready to knock it over. I don't want you to go and then just ignore whatever this hand's doing. Make sure that if you are going to knock it over, you still pull it back. Because if this is something that couldn't fall over, chances are you're going to hit as hard as you can, but it's going to come back, and that way you're already chambered and ready for the next strike too. It's kind of like a back fist. You know when you do a back fist, you bring it back, you don't just whoosh, and like a kick. This, it's like we're chambering it up. So, I want you on your own to do this 5 times on each side, trying to keep that flow going without knocking it over. And I want you to think about if you were doing a skirmish sticks on a person, like if they were attacking you, let's say they didn't have a skirmish sticks, you were just like pressing hand the sticks, where would you be attacking? Like the knees, the head, the stomach, wherever you think you'd be hitting. Okay, ready, set, go. Alright guys, so awesome job on that. I put gloves because it is cold outside. If you're doing this outside, I suggest you wear gloves too so your hands don't get cold. But now that we practiced our skirmish stick, we're going to practice our self-defense. So, for stripe chest, I don't want you to worry about doing this on a person because it is hard enough as it is to do in the air. Next month, we'll work on making sure you actually know what you're doing. Right now, we're just going to practice on the movements of it. Okay, so, someone grabs the arm, we trap the back. That is the most important part. Trap sit back. It's the most important part. I don't want you to forget that part. Deal? No matter what, even if you completely forget what to do after that, don't forget the trap sit back. So trap sit back. And they're going to pull on your arm because they want you to go that way. Just because you step back doesn't mean they're going to change their mind. So we're going to step into them. And we're going to draw a circle. And then like we're holding their hand and twist down. So it's kind of like have you ever seen, I don't know, movies or whatever where they have the most going, the vroom, vroom, vroom. That's kind of what we're doing. So we're doing our hand sideways. So turn your hand like you're holding someone's hand and just turn it away from you, like you're turning a knob. So ready? Trap, step back. Step forward as we circle and turn. And then 1 step, 2 step. Oh yeah. Obviously we're letting go with our hand before we do the 1 step, 2 step. But trap, step back, circle, twist. Okay, ready? Circle, twist. We're not going, woo, twist. We can do a little bit of a bigger circle here. Like you see more of your arm. But it's not whoosh, twist. That's a little over dramatic. So, someone grabs their hand. Trap, step back, step, circle, and turn. It's kind of going, when I do it, I kind of go away from myself and turn at the same time. Because it's moving it closer towards them. Ready? Trap, step back, forward, circle, and turn. Trap, step back, forward, circle, and turn. One more time. Trap, step back, forward, circle, and turn. 1 step, 2 step. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys play a sort of game with this, okay? We're going to focus on the 1 step, 2 step part of this, the getting away part. So, grab somebody at home. I don't want you to worry about doing this in the air, on a person. So, they're standing there. You're going to trap back, circle, and as soon as you're done the circle, you're going to try to get away, and the other person is going to try to tag you. You need to pick like a designated spot that's like the safe zone. So like, if you're doing this near your TV, because like you put me up big on your TV, you can pick your couch or something, where you have to try to run and touch the couch before the other person can catch you. Now, I like doing this drill, especially in class when I can, because a lot of times they'll do their 1 step, 2 step, and they'll just stand there. And if you're actually getting attacked by a big scary bad guy, and you go 1 step, 2 step, and you just chill, they're not going to be like, oh, it's okay, I'll just turn around and walk away now. No, you just got away from them. You didn't do what they wanted them to, so they're going to come after you. So, you try to get away and touch the couch, or whatever you're near you. It's kind of like, if you were getting attacked, you want to go find a trusted adult, any trusted adult, so the couch is signifying that, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to give you 1 minute to do that. As a review, the person's going to be standing in front of you. You're going to trap, step back, step forward, circle, and then as soon as you're doing the circle, 1 step, 2 steps before the other person can tag you. If you guys want to try, you can try with some payback. And the other person, you can show the other person what you're doing, which might actually help you learn it better. This is up to you though. If you're still like completely lost, don't worry about this. And then I can do it back. Okay, ready, set, go. Alright guys, so now, awesome job on that, we're going to move on to your form. So, first we're going to practice these chops because they're a huge part of this form. So, you're going to get your up stance. Chop, 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 chop. Make sure you're aiming towards the neck and not whatever this is. I have one of these in my form too, and I mess up a lot with where I'm aiming. So I want you to focus on the target of where you're hitting. Whenever we do a form, we imagine our attacker is our size, because that's just how we do it forms. Realistically, your attacker probably isn't going to be your size, but we imagine them being our size for the purpose of the form. So, you're going to use your stance. Every time I count, you're going to chop with the front hand, you're going to chop with the back hand. Ready? Chop, chop. I'm going from my guard stance to a front stance, or a forward bow. I'm not going into a cross stance. We'll add that in a second. So ready? Guard stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now switch sides again. We're going to take it up a notch. So we're going to chop with our first hand in a horse stance, and then we're going to rotate into a cross stance chop. So ready? Chop, rotate, chop. 1, oop, there's a rock. Chop, chop. 2, chop, chop. 3, chop, chop. 4, chop. 5. Switch. Ready? Chop, chop. 6, chop, chop. 7, chop, chop. 8, chop, chop. 9, chop, chop. 10. Okay, one more. This one we're going to start in a cross stance. After 2 cross stance, chop, unwind, chop. Ready? 1, chop, chop. 2, chop. 3, chop, chop. 4, chop. 5, chop, chop. Now the other side. So we're going to start facing this way. In a cross stance. Here, chop, chop. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, high five. Boom. Okay, now we're going to practice your form. You guys can't see me. Okay. I moved you down so you can see my feet. I'm going to do it facing you once, and then facing this way, and then I'm going to count, and we're going to practice. So, ready? I'm trying to create 5B. Ma'am, take a hammer fist. This is my right leg back, my right hand hammer fist stick. If you need to, hang on, I have a sticky note that I'm going to use. Take something and put it on your right hand. So the hand that doesn't make an L, do this, put it on your right hand. So whenever I say right, it is that one. Ready? I'm going to hope this doesn't fall off. Then take a knee on your right knee, your fist down, your right hand. Ready, jump, cross stance, right foot is in front, left hand chop, unwind, chop. Right hand chopping, our right hand's in front. So our right foot is over. Basically what I mean by in front, we do cross stance. Take chop to the back, left hand, the one that was sticking out. Chop, right hand, punch, second side, chop, chop, down, up, down, with our right hand. Rotate, chop with our left. Okay, one more time facing you, then I'll turn around. Take a knee, hammer fist. Chop, 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 chop up, chop down, unwind, hop on. Now I'm gonna go this way, so you can do it with me this time. Ready? Just follow along, whatever I do, like I'm standing in front of you and you follow along. Ready? Take it in hammer fist. Cross stance, chop, unwind, chop, chop, punch, chop up. Chop down, up, down, unwind, chop. Nice. Ready? One more time. Take it in. Hammer fist. Chop, chop, chop to the back. Punch, chop. Alright, so I'm going to have a few ways I want you to do this. I want you to do your form once forward normally. Once forward normally. Part B only. Sorry guys. Part B. Once forward normally. Then you're going to lock it up and do part B without your feet. And then you're going to stand up and put your hands behind your back and do it without your hands. Like that. And then you're going to do it as fast as you can and as slow as you can. So I'm going to write all that down. So, normal, once. No hands, no feet, and super fast. Ready? I'm going to add super slow in there too. I'm going to give you 2.5 minutes to do this. Ready, set, go. Alright guys, so that's all for today. Remember that the next video you see after this one is going to be striped test. Make sure you wear a uniform, bring your star sheet, and I'm going to add a little slide thing after this to tell you if you have any questions or need help with anything, what you can do to help, and it's going to be pretty much it. If you're only doing virtual classes, video classes like this, I'll give you multiple options. If you're going in person too, feel free to ask questions there. But if you're only doing virtual, I got you, and I will make sure you can get help if you're confused, because I know videos can be confusing sometimes. So, I'll tell you everything you need for that. Make sure for a stripe test, you bring your star sheet on teamwork, which you can find on the website, so you can take a picture of that in full uniform. I'll also be in my uniform, so you'll remember. And your screw and sticks, and I think that's pretty much it. So, I will see you guys next week. Bye.